And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of Wrong Side Simulations, bringing the best content, wrong side of the airplane, the right seat. As always, my name is Blake, and I am a real-world flight dispatcher, aiming to bring you a little more context to your flight sim viewing experience. And we are back. We tried to do a little A350-900 flight a while ago, and the plane was just giving me too many issues along with GSX. Maybe it's because I don't fly it all that much, and maybe I was, you know, a little bit too unfamiliar and should have done a practice flight or something beforehand, but I don't have the time for that shit. So we killed that stream and jumped into the brand new Pmdg 737-700. We're going to do a little bit of what I would consider slight retro flying, where Delta used to operate the 737-700 down to Key West and back. Now that flying is on A220s and 319s, as the 737-700 is no longer in the fleet, only the 8 and 900s. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to go down to Key West and turn around and come back. We'll be flying on VATSIM and take a look at the new interior and exterior model, which I do think there's quite a bit of visual 3D model improvements. Cabin I can't really tell as much. Custom cabins will be able to tell a little bit more. But anyways, that's the plan for this one. Hopefully, don't end in another rage quit. I've been awake since 9 o'clock, and it's now 2:04, and I have done absolutely nothing with my day, and it's been irritating the shit out of me. I have such limited time off to be at home, and I have wasted half of my day fucking with this flight sim. So again, like I said, hopefully don't end in a rage quit, but if something really prohibits the flow of things, then I'm just gonna fucking quit and go take my dog somewhere outside and do something enjoyable with my day, instead of sit in this room and fuck with this damn thing, because it's really getting old. So anyways, over to the chat. My man D-Champ's in the house. Great to see you, dude. Hope you're doing well. Josh Sioux Falls. Hey. Great to see you, man. Captain Nate. Yo. What's up, man? Great to see you. Cali Simmer is back. Glad to have you back with me. This guy, it's Tuesday afternoon. Aren't you supposed to be in Atlanta? No, I am not. I'm working 3 on 3 off, so my days off are rotating. Kieran, great to see you, my friend. Welcome aboard. I think I'll join you on the return. Gotta finish some stuff up first. Sounds like a plan. That'd be lovely. Again, so long as I don't rage quit. We've seen the 777X update. Have not. What's going on with that? AJ Finari, what's up, my friend? Great to see you, dude. And Ken, howdy. Welcome, everybody. Great to see y'all. All right, let's get this thing going, because we got pretty much a total of 3 hours to do between both flights. Alright, let's get this thing going up. Kind of first flight of the day type situation. See if I can remember my Cali crew flows and whatnots. This has a few less. Yeah, it's got one less switch. Let's see, we're going to be going up to 37,000. Now, I would imagine we don't have to change anything on the elevation. Nope, because touchdown zone elevation is 3 feet. Alright, going on down here, we got, put that in steady on, get that over to the right side since I'll be flying. Make sure that's off, traffic, FPV, with that barrow. That looks good. And since this is a 737-700, I'm pretty sure Delta probably flew older versions of this, so we're running the older, uglier MCP. Got the eyebrow windows going on as well. Not start. Yeah, gotta restart my Simat Pro. By the way, Kali Simmer. Now I think there's an update on Simat Pro, and now I believe everything for the 7.3 works. So once that stuff fires up, hope I don't forget to come back and turn on the flight directors. And let's see, KATL. Drop that in. All right, let's see. Yep. Yep. Sweet. Let's see, hour 33:53.
TCAS test pass.
Glide slope. Pull up. Wind shear. Wind shear. Wind shear. Terrain. Terrain. Pull up.
Airspeed low. Airspeed low.
Alright, alright. So far, so good. JJ, what's up, man? I love the 700. Nice. Now when you said the 700, you mean the 700 in general or this new 700? Do you suppose it could be Windows updates bogging your PC down? You know, my PC has been feeling like it's running a little bit slower. Loading in the airport, like from the menu, like when you zoom into the airport and like all the 3D models and or buildings like populate, it feels like that's been running or been happening a lot slower. So maybe so. Just passed my commercial written an hour ago. Check ride next week. Time to lock in. Hope you're doing well over in Delta Land. First of all, dude, congrats. I feel like written tests are always like way harder. That's huge. So congrats to you. And everything's going pretty well. I've been running the desk from start to finish every day. My trainers have been awesome. The last day that I worked was a kick in the nuts. So it was really, really busy. But nonetheless, it's going good. And I'm starting to feel pretty confident that whenever I take my desk check, that it'll go swimmingly. Please tell me this update isn't worth $30. It is. It is worth $30. I thought the same thing. Visually, at least in the cockpit, I can't tell a difference. I don't know if there was any changes in the cockpit or not, but I can't tell the difference. Externally, I can tell a little bit of a difference. There's some more, like you can interact with, you know, the cargo bin doors and stuff. I can't really tell all that much of a difference. But I haven't looked at the cabin of the non-updated ones much either, so you can do that. Or maybe you could do that on the last one, I don't know. I think you could, because I know you could mess with this. But yeah, probably not super duper worth it. Alright, let's jump down into the make do. Or, I'm sorry, the CDU, not make do. Atlanta. And we're going to be heading over to Key West, EYW. And, of course, we're Delta 2507. Little nod to our Cali crew team. Should be off of runway 27 right. And we're going to be on the Bang 3 Luck transition. After Luck, it's going to be direct Bullseye, then Kraken 1. Although I don't see others. Bullseye RNAV 09. And let's do Chets. Sweet, we'll activate that. Climb heading up to 370. And now let's start getting some payload on the airplane. And fuel. So our block fuel is going to be 16.3. And our payload, based off of 0 fuel weight, is going to be 115.3. Alright, our fuel reserves. We are carrying an alternate, some FMS reserve. Actually, no, I'm just going to do the actual 45-minute reserve. Attach tug, no. Board crew. We'll say we're already on. See, reserve fuel is 3.3. Cost index 99. Cruise winds 300 at 25. And then temperature up there is going to be negative 54. Execute that in one limit. And I'm going to go to sim brief to get our takeoff perf. $131. Alright, so let's see. It's going to be a TO with cell temp of 46. flaps 1, our CG in there, and then V speeds of 1, 145, and 150. Alright, now get our V2 of 150 in there. Top altitude on the star is 10,000, and then runway heading should be 275 as well. And it is. If we needed to come back, we'll come back to runway 27 right. So we'll get that set up. Minimums will be 1185 with a frequency of 11.3. Sweet. Alright, so current ATIS out of Atlanta. Winds 220 at 7 knots. Winds are also varying from 190 to 260. 2 statute miles, few at 5,500, few at 25,000, temperatures 28.9, altimeter 3021. Let's see. Simultaneous departures. Departing runways 26 left, 27 right. Expect RNAV off the ground. Departing runway 26 left. Expect RNAV off the ground. Departing runway 27 right. Runway 27 right departures. Taxiway whiskey operations in effect. So this sounds like maybe a whiskey intersection takeoff. No. Is it whiskey or just west? No, taxiway whiskey. I don't see a whiskey. Alright, got that. Well, it sounds like boarding is complete. But they're still walking on the airplane. Let's get that APU fired up. Be ready to roll once they are done. My man, Chemtrails in the house. What's up, brother? Good old 7-3 to the rescue when French toys fell. That's right. That's funny. This Delta Wi-Fi isn't bad. I think all the fleets have the new Wi-Fi except for the 7.1. I believe that's going to be in progress this summer, I think. But glad to hear that it's good. I think all the CRJs have all the old go-go Wi-Fi as well. See, so learned something new today on how to handle the deal waypoint at DCA. This time I was in the Neo. Okay. Yeah, you'll have to tell me about it. Alright, I believe they are actually done boarding now. Let's get ready to get on out of here. All right, quick little departure brief. So we're going to be departing off runway 27 right, therefore we're going to push back, tail to the north. We are on VATSIM, and it seems like there's very little traffic, if any, and there's no controllers on. So with that said, it'll be a 2-engine taxi down to 27 right. And we'll probably hit the Lima Charlie intersection, so we don't have to go as far. Weather, no terrain, good NOTAMs. For aborts and abnormals, below 80 knots, be my decision to eject. Above 80 knots in the high-speed regime, we'll abort for fire of any kind, engine fail, level wind shear, anything that makes me feel like the aircraft is unsafe for takeoff. We reach V1, pop an engine, we'll go flying, we'll speed up, clean up, come back 27 right. All goes as planned. Going to fly the Bang 3 up to 10,000 feet. And squawk in 3353 in case any controllers come on. Other than that, pretty straightforward. Let's see if I've got... Do I have checklist on here? Aha, I do have checklist. Alright, pre-flight checklist, interior and exterior inspection is complete, circuit breakers have been checked, nav display switches are normal and auto. Passenger signs is on, window heat on, engine bleed air switches are on, pressurization panel is set, pressurization mode selector is an auto. Mode control panel set. Flight director switches are on. Oxygen mask checked. Altimeters 3021 cross checked. Flight nav instruments checked. Warning and annunciator lights are checked. Speed brake is down. Takeoff warning is checked and closed. And start levers are cut off. Step trim cutout switches normal. Fire warnings checked. Radios and transponders not set. Let's see. 19.1. Alright, radios and transponders set, radars off, rudder and aileron trim free and 0, park and brake set, windows closed and locked, flight attendant briefs complete, departure briefs complete, logbook and QRHs are on board. Fuel required 16.3 and on board 16.3. And pre-flight checklist is complete. No center tank fuel. Alrighty, pushback checklist. Doors closed. Hydraulic panel set. Fuel panel set. Flight deck door is closed and locked. And transponder is transponding. Pushback checklist complete. Let's see, we're gonna go nose left. Alrighty. Atlanta traffic, Delta 2507, pushing back, Bravo 5, Atlanta. Alrighty, it's on, brakes release, clear push, tail north. Wow, can't believe I missed that up till now. I'm hoping that the sound pack works. That sounds like it is. Advanced audio.
8000, departure to the east. Final call, Atlanta.
There we go. Jasko, how's it going, my friend? Welcome, welcome. I don't know what is going on with this shit. I don't know if that's FS Realistic Plus or if that's the actual plane doing that or what. At least it has stopped. Start a cutout. Ready. Salute received. Flap. Lever 5. Flaps 5. App start. Generators are on. Prop heat is on. Any ice off. Air conditioning panel set. Recall checked. Auto brakes RTO. Start checklist complete. Taxi checklist. Flaps 1 green light. Takeoff speeds 42, 45, 50. Thrust TO 46. Stab trim 5.3 set and flight controls. Are checked. Tax checklist is complete. I don't know why it always does that. Atlanta traffic, Delta 2507, we taxi runway 27 right. Charlie Concourse, via Mike Lima Charlie, Atlanta. Our departure brief, departing off runway 27 right on the Bang, 3 luck departure. We're going to be LNAVing off the ground to our first fix of slaw up to 10,000 feet. No departure frequency other than Unicom. No weather changes. And foggy Canadian. as well as, yeah, Foggy Canadian. Thank you so much for the subscription, my friend. Welcome aboard. Great to have you here on the Wrong Side Simulations family. Hope you're doing well, my friend, and enjoying the content. I just applied. How was the Delta interview process? It was actually kind of enjoyable. So the first thing that will happen if you're selected for the assessment is you'll take kind of a critical thinking assessment. There'll be numerous things like, God, what all was on it? But yeah, it's just basically just general critical thinking, kind of like finishing the pattern, doing some math while, like, it's almost like a little video game. There's different constraints, like a thunderstorm or like different things like falling down, and then you have a little airplane you have to click and drag and keep it from getting hit by any of this stuff. So you're kind of multitasking more or less. There's a few different things on there. If you pass the assessment and then you're selected for an interview, then you will go in for an hour-long interview in front of 3 people. My interview was with the chief training instructor, another training instructor, and then the VP of the union, who's a line dispatcher. But they changed the people a lot. Like pretty much, I think it's every day that they're doing interviews. It's different interviewers, and then, but I believe all the questions are the same. But it was actually pretty enjoyable. Like it was very conversational. It was very laid back. You know, they're going to ask you like scenario stuff, a little bit of regulatory type stuff through scenarios, and you know, just general like kind of HR-ish questions about you, but kind of more so directed towards like the dispatch profession. It's not bad. Way better than Frontier, or not Frontier, United. The way they do theirs, like their tests and stuff. Alrighty. We'll get up here, we'll hold short, hit our flow, checklist, and then get out of here. Alright, brake sets. Alright, missed anything. Before takeoff, checklist, runway position, runway 27 right. From Lima Charlie, confirmed inside and outside. Flaps, 1-1, green light. Nav briefs complete. Takeoff warnings checked. Auto throttle is armed. In-start switch is continuous. Transponder TAR. Flight attendants notified and acknowledged. Before takeoff is complete. Atlanta traffic, Delta 2507, will be departing off runway 27 right on the Bang 3 departure, leaving the airspace to the south. Alright, clear on the approach. And clear down the runway. Airways fan, what's up, brother? Silky, Silky, what's up, dude? Great to see you, man. Hope you're doing well. Alright, spin it up 40. There's runway heading at 275. Itch on my leg.
B1. Rotate.
Come on now.
Pause to brake.
Gear up. I don't know why the head shaking stuff is so much more sensitive in the 7.3 than it is pretty much any other plane. Atlanta traffic, Delta 2507 is clear, runway 27 right. Climbing out on the Bang 3, exiting airspace to the south. Atlanta. Alright, 1,000 feet, VNAV. And flaps up. Oh yeah, chemtrails. I can already tell what you're talking about. The yaw instability and turbulence. I can see it. Atlanta traffic, Delta 2507 climbing 8,800 on the Bang 3, just to the west of the field and turning southbound. Atlanta traffic. All right, there's 10,000, 1,000 to go. Command B. Alright, we on the way. Oh, Silky, I appreciate that, man. Thank you, thank you. Pretty stoked about it myself, and so far it's been nothing short of amazing. Culture is phenomenal. People are phenomenal. The airline's phenomenal. What can I say? Hey Jay, what are you talking about? My man, we gotta teach you about seat position. What's wrong with my seat position? And are we talking virtual seat position or physical seat position? I think that's 85 maybe? Might be 75. No, that's 85. 75 would be over there. Virtual sitting way too low. You think so? I don't think so. It would help if there was like those stupid little thingamabobbers. Where you want it? Up here? Let's get Kim's take on that, since he's the real 7.3 guy. Chemtrails, do you think my seat position is low? Or what would your input be on that? I think right here is good. See, like that's, look at that, it's perfect. All right, climb checklist. Try to do after takeoff. After takeoff checklist. Flaps up, landing gears up and off. Packs are auto. Engine bleeds on, pressurization panel is checked, and in-start switches are off, and APU is off. Climb checklist altimeters, standard cross check. And where's that switch at? Should have had a question mark there. I know what you meant. But yeah, that's him. One of the best in the biz. Chemtrails he probably left the stream to go drive his new Tezzy. I'm gonna text him now. Alright, shot him a text. He left to go report light chop. Maybe he did. Maybe he did. I guess it has. It probably has been. Actually, yeah, probably has. Last time he sat in the right seat was probably World Flight. Sorry if y'all heard that burp, but you know, when you drink a Michelob, that's the kind of things that can happen. Alright, there he is. Alright, chemtrails. Is my virtual seat position too low? Like, what would be your input on the virtual seat position? Irrespective of being on the wrong side. But I'd say most people sit low. I think the proper position is high enough to see over the glare shield. So yeah, with that said, right there's kind of the line of where the glare shield and the window pane kind of meet. That's what lines up with the HUD to be able to see all the symbology. Okay. Well, I'll tell you what, that brings up a good point. Let me enable the HUD, because I turned it off since this is supposed to be like an older airplane. And we'll use that. Equipment. Wrong button. Oh, that's not what I want. Actually, no, this. It's fine. What's this one called? That one's good enough. All right. Still looks somewhat the same, because I could see that little light strip under the... That view is based off of the HUD symbology. All the Delta 7-3 have HUD, including the old 700s. Oh, okay, cool. So I'm guessing you've probably flown some of the old 700s. So is this the correct sight picture? Or is it something more like that? I feel like no matter what, like some of that symbology is kind of on the dash. Same but different. Same. I could pop out my PFD and ND and put it on my small screen, and then this is all y'all see. I'm getting a little hungry. I haven't eaten today. Y'all want to hear something fun? Ever since, let's say I started, like on my way to Delta, I had a chat with the doctor because I've always thought that I was probably ADHD, and my parents kind of dismissed that for most of my life. Even though they would acknowledge that everything would kind of go in one ear and out the other, and I never really would pay attention to, you know, what I was being told or etc. So I talked to a doctor. Sure enough, extremely ADHD, and so started Adderall. And we kind of got the medicine dialed in to where it needs to be, and I will admit it's absolutely life-changing. One of the things about Adderall is it suppresses your appetite. And it hasn't been to the point where I've had to like set an alarm to remind myself to eat. I guess like that's how it is for some folks. But nonetheless, I don't eat as much as I used to. I might eat 3 times a day or 2 times a day, but I eat smaller portions. So in the past like 2.5 months that I've been on it, I've lost 18 pounds. Went from 208 pounds to 192 or 93, something like that. So it's pretty dope. I'd like to get back down to where I used to be of like 180. But I need to get back to like running and, you know, stuff like that. Downside of it is it increases your blood pressure. Pressure has been a little high, so you know, Been trying to reduce the Alani energy drinks. I don't think I drank a single one last week, and should probably reduce these. When I say reduce, like I don't drink all that often. But yeah, trying to like take all that stuff into consideration. I do have a history of heart disease or heart attacks or whatever in my family, I guess. As we found out a few years ago, my dad had a heart attack at like 54 or 56, whatever age he was. So need to be a little bit more active. But if we end up moving to Gulf Shores, Alabama, as I'm hoping we will, then I think that will organically take care of itself, because there's so much to do outside out there that I think I'll be outside. I mean, quite a bit more active, a lot more often. I lost a good amount of weight and drank like a fish when I was prescribed it. I was bigger, but just started eating smaller portions while on it. Yep, same with me. It's a miracle drug. When I'm on it, my blood pressure is naturally lower, so it helped. Oh wow, sounds life-changing for you too. I just need to get a hold of my blood pressure. Other than that, I'll be fine. And the best way to do that is probably drink more water, eat a little bit more, and be a little bit more active. Should technically be doing less of this, but how can I do less? Like, I'm already hardly ever sitting here. Now, I guess on the flip side, I sit at the computer for 10 hours a day on dispatching, sometimes 9. And then I'll sit in a car for 7 to go to work, and then another 7 to come home. So I do a lot of sitting. I have been kind of feeling a little bit of a weird sensation in my right leg, toward the top of my calf, almost like my blood vessels are constricted and like it just feels tight or something. I can't really explain it. I almost wonder if it's from sitting down at a computer and at a steering wheel for so long. See who that is up ahead of us. United 1865, flown by Cody B in a 738 Max. He's flying from Palm Beach to Denver. He's been online for an hour and he's just now, hell, he's still in the state of Florida. But I guess that includes pre-flight too. Looks like a beautiful day to be dispatching. There's like no weather in the NAS. Definitely wasn't on the last day that I worked. Let's see what's going on in Key West weather-wise. Information X-ray, 1853 Zulu. Arriving and departing runway 9, wind 090 at 12, gusting 20, visibility is 10 statute miles, sky is clear, temperature 28, dew point 16, altimeter 3011, density altitude 1300 feet, and jet blast caution on the south ramp. Maintain awareness, and advise on initial contact, you have information X-ray. Nice. Robert, good afternoon to you as well, my friend. Welcome, welcome. How is your Tuesday going? Stand by, guys. Oh, let's see. Busy as usual. I am tuning in as I work. That's the worst. When you have to tune in while you're working. I mean, I appreciate you tuning in nonetheless, but for your sake, I would prefer that you be able to have the day off and go enjoy yourself. Let's see. You have a few days off. Work the weekends? Yeah, so it's I'm on a 3-on 3-off rotation right now. So it's kind of the current rotation has me pretty much working every single weekend. At some point, I think in the next week or two, switch over to, I think it's 4-on 3-off, something like that. In the middle of May, Crystal and her mom are going to come up to Atlanta, and we're going to go look around some different areas that I've already looked at. That I do not want to live in. But Crystal knows how biased I am towards Gulf Shores, so she wants to see the Atlanta stuff for herself, and if it's as bad as I say that it is, then she'll know. And then the following weekend, we're going to go down to Gulf Shores, Alabama, and kind of look at it from a local perspective, and make the decision whether or not we're going to live in Atlanta or Gulf Shores. And I'm sure it's going to, hopefully it's going to be Gulf Shores. The Gulf Shores thing, though, probably wouldn't be great for my streaming career, because I think I'd spend less time streaming and do more out and about things. So we got Delta 1472. Oh, look at that. 1472 there on the TCAS. This guy. He is flying Key West to Atlanta. See if we see him go by. Probably not. Delta 1472, this is Delta 2507, are you up? No, flying back to him, but steps away. Three on, three off sounds good. It's alright. I would rather it be 4-4 or 7-7. Especially since I'm not flying back to Florida every week. I'm driving back and forth, so just make that make the commute a little bit more worth it. Had a little bit more days off in a row. You live in the Atlanta area. What areas did you look at, if you don't mind me asking? And then you will need to commute weekly. Yep. So I have to commute weekly. So we're trying, like, our budget for house hunting is about $350,000. So with that in mind, I've looked at McDonough, Sonoya, Noonan, Dallas. Kind of trying to, aside from Dallas, kind of trying to stay a little bit more on the south side of the airport. So obviously the traffic coming from the north to get down to the airport every day is beyond horrendous. McDonough's traffic is horrendous every single day. The only thing that might make it a slightly better is the fact that there's some express lanes, but depending on what time they're open with the direction that you're going, obviously is a huge factor. So Noonan was boring as hell. Sonoya, as far as the little downtown area, had some amazing restaurants, but it's basically Peachtree City South, so median houses are like 500,000 and up. So a little bit too expensive. Dallas, there's nothing out there, and it's like an hour drive, so it's just like there's not really the sweet spot. So, and I think regardless, no matter what we find, I think we would like Gulf Shores a lot better, or like Foley, Alabama is kind of what we're looking at, because in Foley, when you can get a brand new modern farmhouse style of house, like 2,400 square feet, 3-bedroom, 2-bath, hell, some are 4-bedroom, 2-bath, for $325,000. And it'll be in a nice suburb. It's like wide open, no trees. It's not like super duper wooded, to be surrounded by different like agricultural fields. So it feels like you've got quite a bit of space, kind of in the middle of nowhere, but you'll be, you know, just a couple miles from Highway 59, where you've got Publix and Target and Starbucks and like all the things that you want. You got the beach right there with all the really good restaurants and things to do. And you got the bay, you got the Intercoastal, you got like when I say the bay, you got Mobile Bay, you've got several other bays, freshwater tributaries, rivers. Like there's so much to do outside. Us coming from Florida don't really like the thought of being landlocked. We love to like have dinner with a waterfront view. I think there's like 4 whole restaurants in the greater Atlanta area that are waterfront. It's all on the Chattahoochee River, and they're all very expensive because it's like the few places you can go. I won't say all of them, but most of them are very expensive. Whereas like Gulf Shores, I mean, there's a ton of places to eat that are waterfront view. So I just really think like with kind of our desire for that southern kind of living, where we feel like we're in the middle of nowhere, but we're close to everything at the same time, not having to fight traffic. In fact, Gulf Shores is like 3 hours from LSU, so we can attend a lot of LSU games. I think that it is the perfect dynamic of everything that we want in life. And it would be worth, it's a 5-hour drive, so if I had to drive it, it would be an easy, worthy drive. It's 59 up to 85. No, Highway 59 up to 65, then 65 turns into 85. I think it's in Montgomery, and then it goes straight in. So very easy drive. But I'd also have Pensacola and Mobile as options to fly. And the flights would be a lot easier than like Orlando, because you don't have all the people that are flying to those places like you do Orlando. You don't have to go through Jack's Center, like the core of Jack's Center, where ATC delays are very prevalent due to traffic volume and thunderstorms. So it'd be a lot more reliable to fly into Gulf Shores versus Orlando. So yeah, that's kind of where we're at. But Crystal wants to see it for herself before making the ultimate decision to move to Gulf Shores. So that's where we're at. What's up, brother? Great to see you. You live in Noonan? Yeah, when I went to check out Noonan, when I went to Noonan, I went to the downtown area, so I had AI tell me, like, I kind of have a flow. And it's hard to, like, you know, fully see what all an area has to offer, from the people to, like, the things to do and etc. No matter what kind of way you attack it, but without actually living there, like say renting there for a little while and kind of like experiencing on the day-to-day. So I asked us, like, you know, what's the best coffee shop, and then brewery, and then restaurant. And so I went to the historic downtown Noonan, and obviously, like in Noonan, there's like 2 different parts, in my opinion. There's like the historic downtown, and then there's like the other main road where you got like all the, you know, Target and like all the big stores and stuff. So went to the downtown. Coffee shop was pretty good. Decent vibes. The flavor of the coffee was not bad at all. It was a weekday and there was a lot of people there, which was interesting. And that in a good way, right? Like, nice to see people out and about. Then I went to a brewery that was right there. Pretty decent brewery. Nice little outdoor section. But what really got me was like there were no restaurants that like got my attention. Nothing that like seemed like to really stand out, that seemed good. I went to a Mexican restaurant and it was hands down the worst Mexican food I've ever had in my life. And that's saying a lot. And the funny part was everybody that worked in there was actually Mexican. Like, it wasn't like a Mexican restaurant that you got a whole bunch of white people. It was actually Mexican folks. They seemed to prioritize presentation, I guess, more than the flavor of food. Like, I got tableside guac. The girl pushes up the little guac cart, and like there's like she's got like a little sparkler going and all this stuff, but literally the only thing in the guacamole was avocado, salt, pepper, and onions. It was very, very bland. The salsa was like tomato juice, no flavor. I got a molcajete. It was okay. Molcajete was decent. It was a little lacking as far as the variety of stuff that could be in there. I've had better ones, but yeah, it wasn't phenomenal. Wasn't phenomenal. But since you say that, maybe you and I ought to meet up one day. Maybe you show me what you love about Noonan, if there is anything you love about Noonan. Yeah, I'm right there in Riverdale, which is the hood, so I wouldn't suggest hanging out there. But my Airbnb is there that me and the 3 other guys are staying in right now, and yeah, there's another weekend that I just stay in the Atlanta area. Then, or even after work, when I work a morning shift, depending on what time you get off and all, maybe we meet up and you know, go grab some food or something, if you want to do that. I do think Noonan is probably the top contender of the places that I've looked at between the distance to the airport. I-85 doesn't seem like it's usually impacted too terribly hard by traffic. The houses are affordable. I didn't really see the farm-style houses for sale that we like, that we're kind of aiming for. We saw a lot more of that in McDonough. But McDonough is a hard no for me, especially with the traffic. It's not happening. Noonan Airport's pretty nice. KUXIU, been there a few times. Very nice. I'll have to go check it out. I think airports should have, like, people should start putting like restaurants and stuff. And it doesn't have to be flooded with restaurants, but like a restaurant where you can sit there and watch airplanes do their thing while you eat on like a little outside deck or something. I think most airports need that. I did 75 South McDonough years ago. I'm telling you, dude, and it's like that every single day. I was just in there 2 days ago. I left work at 1 o'clock in the afternoon on a Sunday, and it was standstill traffic. Never fails. Virtual home airport, there you go. Ah, Kieran, that's right, I forgot. In the Atlanta area. Yeah, I live in McDonough, and traffic is indeed horrible. It is so bad, so bad. And like, it probably wouldn't be as terrible if they made 2 express lanes, one that goes each direction and open at all times. This whole like close the lanes for, like, you know, southbound traffic so northbound traffic can use it and vice versa. Like, it doesn't help that much. And there's plenty of room to expand on the sides of the interstate. So like express lanes, both directions, 24/7, and it might be a little bit better. When I have the southbound lanes open, I usually can flow through with no problem. But like when I was coming home 2 days ago, The southbound lanes were closed and open for northbound traffic, so standstill traffic. Yeah, 75 is, yep, and that's what I take. I take 75 through McDonough to get up to Riverdale, and it's always bad. Although whenever I get in town, I usually get in town pretty late, at like 9, 10 o'clock, and I don't usually have problems at that time of night, for the most part. Now, if y'all could choose, both of y'all could choose, like, what areas would y'all live in? What would be your top choice in the Atlanta area? I hear a lot of great things about North Atlanta, like Marietta and Alpharetta and a few other places. I have to look at a map, but it's not feasible to like really be like Midtown and North. It's just not feasible with the traffic. To like reliably know, like, okay, I need to leave my house at this time to make it to work, and like be able to leave that same time every single day to go to work. Just would never be able to do it. How's that Tampa approach? We are currently cruising on past Tampa and Sarasota. Yeah, fix those cameras or delete them. I do have some bad news for you though, guys. Crystal got off work early, so she's going to be coming home early, so we'll not have time to fly the return leg. Usually she gets off at 5. Today she got off at 4, so she's able to make the 5:30 class, or no, the 4:30 class. So she'll be back here about 5:15. Or no, 5:45. Hey, Ruru. You need to go outside? Your mama's coming home early today. We're going to take you for a walk. We'll take you to that park you like. Go take you for a walk. Pretty girl. One of the prettiest labs I've ever seen. Wanna go outside? Yeah? You wanna go potty? You go drop a turd? Did you eat your breakfast today? Let's see, fixes already set. Set up the airplane for Raul. I'm gonna go take her. Go let her out real quick. 250, no, 425 on the men's. We have landing performance on this tablet. So if y'all don't know the difference between landing dispatch and landing en route, landing dispatch requires to stop the airplane within 60% of the available runway, whereas landing en route just adds a 15% buffer, safety buffer to the actual landing distance. So since we're en route, we're going to do landing en route. Runway 9, import all that stuff. Runway is dry. Import aircraft details. We're going to do flaps 40. We'll do auto brake 3 to start with. Reversers, all operational. On normal conditions don't have that. VREF 5 knots. Import the weather and calculate. So we are exceeding. Sees a cat outside. Hang on, guys. You see a cat? Yeah, check. We got a whole bunch of feral cats. She sees them out the sliding glass door and she wants to get them. Alright, let's go auto brakes max. Calculate. Alright, there we go. Alright, so available landing distance is 4,800 feet. Required landing distance is 3,369. I don't know if that's factored or if that's actual. A little less than 80 miles from top of drop. Let's see. Kieran said Stockbridge and Locust Grove I hear is really good and still close enough to my area, but honestly I'm loving McDonough other than the traffic. Friends are a big reason though. Gotcha. That makes sense. Yeah, there definitely seems like there's quite a bit to do in McDonough. Northside definitely has better vibe of things to do outside, outside work, but the drive stinks. Yep. Traffic. Living in Noonan, I consider the Sonoya and Peachtree City area when looking for things to do. Yeah, and that is the thing to consider, that it's not, you know, too terribly far for any of that to go do stuff. Just like living here in Apopka, there's some stuff to do around here. There's a fair amount to do around here. But then we also look at Winter Park, which is kind of the equivalent to Peachtree City. It's like the bougie, one of the bougie areas. So we'll go there. It's probably like a 20-25 minute drive, but you don't really have to ever fight traffic in any of the places that we go, unless we go down to like any of the Disney type areas. We'll have to fight some traffic down there. Always a good day if the lady gets off early. Yeah, it's always a good day when that even happens in the first place. Bork bork. Peachtree baller. I wish I was a Peachtree baller, but you pretty much got to be a topped out Delta dispatcher or a Delta pilot to afford living there. Where a lot of the Delta pilots live, and that's why the median house cost is. I give me a snack. I am starving. Alright, started a poll for you guys. I want y'all's input. Let me know what you think. So I gotta do my cockpit fem ride pretty soon. And I'm looking at either going to flying a 757 from Atlanta to Bozeman, Montana. Then maybe go hike around some mountains and stuff and come back. Or fly the A350-900 from Atlanta to LAX. Go hang out with Cali Simmer. And then come back. What do y'all think? And as far as that restaurant, let me see if I can't find it. It is Zocalo Mexicana, or Mexicantina. Yeah, they are all about the presentation. The food sucked. Zocalo. 75 is the only answer. I will say, both flights are relatively longish. The 350 would be far more comfortable. It's got a much bigger, jump seat. Now, if I really wanted to, what I could do is I could fly to Bozeman, and then Bozeman, LA, and then LA back to Atlanta. Just make a big circle and fly both of them. That's what I could do. I'll tell you what though, can't wait for Bluebird 7.5. That's gonna be the day, boy. I almost bet that they're probably gonna have like website crash or whatever, 'cause so many people are gonna be trying to buy it. They're gonna underestimate the like technical need or whatever, servers and stuff. Well, Robert, try it out at your own risk. Like, it's a cool place to go. There's a little robot that brings your food out to you, but it just was not great. It was not delicious. It just was no flavor at all. Getting out over the pretty blue waters of the Keys. Alrighty. Transition altitude. 3011 is set. And get them seatbelt signs on. Alright, descent checklist. Altimeter is 3011. Cross checks. Minimums, Barrow 425. Cross checks. Landing data. Flaps 40, VREF 128. Approach breeze complete. Auto brakes are max. It's going to be a rough one for the passengers. Seatbelt signs on. Pressurization panel is set. And recall is checked. Descent checklist complete. We've got some departing traffic down there. United 2055, Key West to Denver. God, dog, how do you even get off the ground with that much fuel? Morales, how's it going, my friend? Speaking of Famrons, I am planning to do 757-200 from Chicago to Orlando. Hell yeah. Let me know whenever that's going to be if I'm in town. We'll definitely meet up. UA doesn't plan Colt fuel? What the hell is Colt fuel? I haven't heard of this Colt fuel. You finished training fully? No, not yet. Got I get signed off the 3rd week of May. So still got a little ways to go. I have heard of it, but no one ever said you need to go to it. Gotcha. That's a pretty good way to put it. It's edible, but Delta ain't no damn cult. Delta's just like it's more like, I don't know, family, I guess. Hang on, let's see, landing lights. Yeah, it's just more like I guess it's kind of like a club, right? Until you're in, you know, as far as like from the like an employee level, or I don't know. I guess it's just like a difference. Like once you're in, then like everybody is incredibly friendly and welcoming, and like, you know, congrats on making it here, love it here, gonna have a great career here. Like it's the kind of work environment I think it should be everywhere, which is not what I of United. Most of my friends at United say it's an extremely toxic work environment, loads and loads of drama, stuff like that. But I'm sure every workplace obviously has an element of that. But it hasn't felt cultish. The only thing that like has seemed a little bit like drink the Kool-Aid, and it's, I guess in my opinion, it's not necessarily even drink the Kool-Aid. It's just stating some pretty awesome facts, I guess, and then, but I think the main objective is like wanting new employees to appreciate things that have happened in Delta, that have gotten Delta to where it's at, and not take it for granted. And so they basically have what's called a Delta birthday, but it's more or less just all the people who started that week kind of attend this deal, and there'll be either current or former employees that have worked at Delta for, you know, decades and decades, to kind of share their experience of working at Delta, and you know, why they stayed so long, and etc. So really kind of talking about how, like, you know, at one point Delta was in bankruptcy but still elected to give their employees a pay raise, and then the employee group was so appreciative of that some flight attendants started a movement to give back a portion of that raise to purchase Delta's first 767-200, which I think is pretty cool. You know, that the employees actually bought a multi-million-dollar airplane for their company. Especially, you know, just kind of sharing stuff like that that's pretty significant. And I'll admit, like, I got to take a picture with Callie and Shaq in front of the Spirit of Delta, which is that airplane, and it felt special to now get to be a part of that. But yeah, it's hasn't felt cultish yet. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. We are a family. And you know, and like that sounds super cliche and shit, but when you work at Delta, it doesn't, like, you get it, and it doesn't feel cliche, because it does kind of feel a little bit like a family, take care of each other, help each other out kind of environment. But on the outside, I could see how it would sound very cliche and goofy and all that kind of stuff. UA is the same. Everyone is super cool so far. Everyone wants to help each other. Well, that's good. I hope it is. Especially, you know, since you're just starting there, like, I would hate it if it did turn out to be very toxic and all the things that I've heard from several of my friends that have been there for the last, like, 3-4 years or so. Way less toxic than the original life. Good. Why is this not scrolling up? Vaughn, what's up, my friend? Welcome, welcome. Joining at just the perfect time. Getting ready to hit the ground hard and firm in Key West. Yep, it's in the Delta Museum. Sure is. Yeah, I'd say having worked for all three, that Delta has been more genuine than the others. Yeah, and this being my third airline, I can say the same thing. All right, we're gonna close out this poll, and looks like Atlanta to Bozeman wins. Cali Simmer's not going to be happy about that. I've heard that the younger, newer people are a bit more chill, but then it's the older crowd that bitches a lot and just makes harder than it needs. Yeah, and I think there's going to be an element of that no matter where you go. There was some of that but Spirit as well. More experience with the senior at Delta. They have like some minor things that they'll complain about, kind of like old crustiness, but even them were extremely welcome and very friendly, which I thought was cool because of anybody to be kind of cold shoulder and whatnot would be them. But I've worked several shifts with the very senior guys on the early mornings, and they were dope. Like, as long as you're on point and you handle your shit, they were fine. I think we had somebody from my class was a bit late for training, and it kind of pissed the trainer off. The trainer was a very senior dude, and he's from New York, so he had a fair amount to say, because I think in his eyes it was a reflection of her character, which I would actually agree, because she was always pushing it on time in ground school. Alright, sterile cockpit. Hey, Callie, I heard that. QS traffic. Over to CTAF now. QS traffic, Delta 2507 is on final for nav runway 9, and we're about 15 miles out. QS. More like 10. But we'll see if anybody says anything. Let's go flaps 5. I recognize that call sign. You better. That's 7 miles out. And let's go gear down. Flaps 15. QS traffic, Delta 2507 is on a 6-mile final runway 9er. QS. Flaps 25. And flaps 30. Flaps 40. Land checklist, landing gears down, flaps 40, green light, speed brake is armed, and in-start switches continuous. Alright, missed approach altitude is set. 3 miles. Delta 2508 in that Scalarchy Sim win. Shoot, probably 5 years from now when I can actually afford it. God, money is so stinking tight right now. 1,000 feet,
1,000.
stable. Yeah, it's gonna take some time to at least catch up to where I was. As far as base dollar goes, without overtime, it'll take me probably 3-4 years, and then with overtime, I'm sure I can surpass it. What's up with these trees? Oh.
Approaching minimums. 400. Minimums. 300. 200. 100.
Don't like it. Go around.
50.
Go around. Flaps. 15. Positive rate gear up. Don't have. Thousand feet VNAV. Command B. And let's go heading. QS traffic, Delta 2507 went around, runway 09 will be circling back, turning to the south now, and we'll be coming back to rejoin for runway 9 QS. Yeah, I changed my yoke sensitivity a while back, and I've yet to really get used to it. Holy shit, this whole time I've been flying with no camera on. I forgot about that. Man, this shit. Well, Robert, hope you have a great rest of your day, my friend. Have a great evening, and hope you don't have to that nasty traffic on your way home. Delta 2507 is the downwind for runway 9 QS. Ugh. You overall though, I gotta get the friendly jabs in from Delta to United. But I'm super happy you're somewhere you like so far. No complaints from United. There's negatives everywhere, but love it so far. Awesome. 1 in 5 years when you hate it, and Delta's kicking United's ass, then I'll put a letter of recommendation in for you when you apply. Yeah, the Middle East thing has scuppered any hopes of getting to Expo this year. Oh, that's no good. How's everyone doing? Just been watching the stream, fixing some things around the house, so wasn't able to engage with chat. No worries. Hope you got everything fixed around the house, though. That makes the time fly by, and not in a good way. Pretty much. Need to afford that new house with the whole dedicated. I know. I know. If there's any reason why I should live in Atlanta, it's solely just to have more access, like to be available for more overtime. QS traffic Delta 2507 is on the crosswind for runway 9er. Flaps too. We're just gonna stay at 3,000 feet this whole time. Last 5. Key West traffic, Delta 2507, turn in final, runway 9er, Key West. Is in sight. I see that other guy out there. Be nice if he was talking on the damn radios. Key West traffic, Delta 2507, 8 mile final, runway 9er, Key West. Alright, 7 miles.
2,500.
If you want to open the Airbus side of KUXIU, I'll pitch in when those 5 years are up. Sounds like a plan. I'll join the Airbus crew. There we go. There we go. 27. Landing gear down, flaps 40 green. Speed brakes arm, restart switch continuous. Alright, let's try this again. If y'all need a wiring wizard for your whole room sim setup, let me know. Can also build a computer weld. Damn. Alright, good to know. Alright, Vaughn, sounds good, man. Have a great evening at work.
$1,000.
Stable. Key West traffic, Delta 2507, 2 mile final, runway 9er, Key West. So I got CTAP on 121.9, and then I've got Unicom on VHF2. I still haven't heard that guy. Oh, CTAP's 18.2, shit. Key West traffic, Delta 2507. And 1 mile final, runway 9er was on the wrong CTAF. Key West.
Approaching minimums. 400. Minimums.
Continue.
Key West traffic, United 2070, 6 mile final, runway 9er.
200.
Ah, come on, plane. Shit.
100.
full deflection and it's hardly moving.
50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Bro, what the fuck? Q it. 2507 going around runway 9. Last 15. LNAV. VNAV. Positive rate gear up. Flaps 1. QS traffic Delta 2507, turning southbound, and we'll rejoin final for runway 9. QS. Bro, I don't know what's going on, man. I don't know if it's the yoke or what the fuck, but I'm like giving full deflections and the airplane is barely reacting. Like, y'all saw the yoke completely sideways, full right roll, and the plane was barely moving. Nope. Erase that. 9. Give it one more shot. We probably would have to go. What's our alternate burn? God, it says 4.9 in the box. The release says alternate burn is 2.6. That's a massive difference. Alright, we'll try one more time, and if we don't make it, then we'll head over to Miami.
U.S. traffic 9027 clear runway 9.
Nice view to finally say. I think it's the yoke, man. I'm having issues with this yoke as time goes on. It's like it's getting worn out or something. I don't know. Somebody said they were clearing runway 9, but they're on approach to runway 9. QS traffic Delta 2507 is base to final for runway 9 Delta or QS. Plane nuts, what's up, brother? Great to see you, dude. Time for that Moza. Can't afford that shit. I am, especially the first, like the first half of the month, I am broke as a joke. I took like a $61,000 a year pay cut for training pay. Get a little bit of a bump once I get signed off, and then overtime will be available. Still gonna take a little bit to get back to where I was with the spurt. QS traffic Delta 2507 final 4-mile final runway 9 QS.
$1,000.
Well, let's give it a shot. I don't know if maybe just those winds were falling off. Because I also know something would just like sink out of nowhere. Leave autopilot on. Winds are shifting. From the left quartering to now slight right quartering. It's keeping about 18 knots.
400. Minimums. 300.
Even the airplane on autopilot is struggling. What the fuck?
Don't sink. Too low. Sink. Terrain. Too low. Terrain.
Float it on
Too
down.
low.
Come on.
Terrain.
Come
Too
on.
low.
Come on. Come on.
Terrain.
Come on. Come on. Come on.
Too low. Terrain. Too low. Terrain. Too low. Terrain. Too low. Terrain. Too low. Terrain.
God.
Too low. Terrain. Too low. Terrain. Too low. Terrain. Too low.
I
Terrain. Too low.
Ugh.
Terrain. Too low. Terrain. Too low. Terrain. Don't sink. Don't sink.
I think the 700's got some it's got some work needs to be done to it. I don't know. That was funky. Winds like are not even that crazy, and even the autopilot couldn't hold it. All right, let's go to Miami. 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 Let's see. Routes. QS traffic Delta 2507. Thanks to the weird bugginess of the new Pmdg 737-700 and the airplane not being able to handle a slight quartering crosswind at 20 knots, we are diverting to Miami. Everybody have a great day down there in Key West. Wish we could join you. See you. Why is this just chilling? Do not know why VNAV won't engage. .10. the fuck? Now fucking what? Now Miami Center is on. We're at 4,000 pounds of fuel. I don't know, we're gonna have the fuel to make it. This will be there at 3,000. Just be barely just into reserve fuel.
Miami 38 JetBlue for 1033 level 3, 10 for 370.
JetBlue 1033 Miami Center, welcome.
Miami Center, Delta 2507. We are inbound to Miami from Key West, diverting from Key West, just now coming into Florida mainland from the Keys at 1000.
Delta 2507 Miami Center, just to verify you said you're diverting to Miami.
That's affirmative.
Are you flying the Sandbar 3 arrival?
Negative. We're actually correction. We're diverting from Key West to Miami.
Understood, but are you don't have a flight plan at all, so I'm sorry about that. Are you on the Sandbar 3 arrival going into Miami?
Negative. We're not on any arrival. We're direct Copra for the ILS 8 right.
Delta 2507, expect ILS 9er.
Expect ILS 9er Delta 2507. ILS 9er.
And we have American 1318 4500 for 5000.
American 3018, order contact, climb and maintain, flight level 390.
Flight level 390, American 3018.
Delta 1153, contact 4 miles approach 134.42.
110.9.
Otherwise 24 heavy, Miami Center, squawk 7416.
Miami Center, Delta 2507. Just for your info, we're going to be in fuel. Currently have 3,800 pounds of gas. We should be able to land outside of emergency fuel, but if anything changes, we'll let you know.
Roger.
I think we'll be emergency fuel, more than likely. I don't know if I believe this prog page, saying we're going to land at, well, that now went up 3.1. I guess we'll see. Doot. Hey, Captain, just got a call from maintenance control, and they have some concerns. Also think maybe we should divert. And dispatch Delta 2507. We agree. We are en route to Miami, and we'll be on the ground in 2058 Zulu. That's 30 minutes from now. No, it's not. 15. Just looking at the
American
en route time.
361, is it okay if we can get like 5 minutes out of the cockpit, or actually 2 minutes?
Making sure 61, let me know on your back.
Roger.
It's gonna be tight, but you got this. I hope so. Drew Stone, what's up, brother? Start throwing bags out. Well, we can't reach the bags, so we can reach the passengers. I guess we can get rid of them.
FedEx 104, turn left heading 270.
Left heading 270.
I flight yesterday. I hit the runway and hit the reserve fuel. Oh shoot! Sounds like it's gonna be me today. We're getting tossed around up here like a bad salad, pretty much. Or ditching. Well, we're over land now, so hopefully we're not ditching.
Realize 240 radar contact level 400, welcome.
We got Homestead and we got Everglades.
Realize 24 radar contact flight level 400.
There's no way we're gonna land at 3.1. I'm gonna let this thing auto land.
1153, just gonna maintain 3000.
Tyler Rocks, what's going on, man? What kind of question you got? Do you need an FA medical to be a flight dispatcher? You do not. Hey, Miami Center, Delta 2507. We're currently direct leg for the ILS, runway 9, and I'd like to begin down here pretty quick, if that's all right with you.
Delta 2507, just gonna maintain 4000.
Down to 4000, Delta 2507, thank you.
FedEx 104 Heavy, just gonna maintain 3000.
This is maintain 3000 for FedEx 104 Heavy.
That our Legion 932 batch with you are established on the ILS runway for 1
Legion 932, Miami Center, welcome back. 1080 to 10, runway 4, cleared line.
4 clear land, message.
Miami Center, All American 581, and so uniform request clearance to Key West.
American 583, Miami Center, accept PDC.
The reserve fuel is 3.3. We're at 3.4.
Envoy 3697, radar contact lost.
So we could,
FedEx 104, turn left heading 180.
could maybe be emergency fuel. Emergency fuel is 30 minutes of gas. Min fuel is 45 minutes of gas. So like min fuel, then you anticipate you're going to land within 45 minutes, but above 30 minutes of gas. So when you tell ATC that you are min fuel, that's telling them that you cannot accept any undue delay. If you're 30 minutes of gas, like you're going to be landing within 30 minutes of gas, that's emergency fuel. And you're declared an emergency. Now hydraulics overheating, I guess. That's grand. Damn. My company EFB is in my backpack. I was gonna pull out the QRH. We'll just pretend like there's nothing going on with that. Uh-oh. And another one. The electric pumps are overheating.
1056, change your advisory 122.82. What 122.8, we'll see us for wings 1056.
American 361's back.
FedEx 1047 miles from Corsair Flight 110, maintain 3000 until established on the localizer, cleared ILS8 right approach.
Flying heading of 110 until established status approach runway 08 right for FedEx 104 Heavy.
Delta 2507, cross leg at 4000, cleared ILS 9er approach.
Cross leg 4000, cleared ILS, runway 9er approach, Delta 2507, thank you.
American 361, descend via the coastal tree, Miami last east altimeter 3013.
3013 for the altimeter, descend via the coastal 3 arrival, American 361.
Miami Center was waiting for Jeff, United 1892 level 30. Delta 1153, 6 miles from Touchy, fly heading 090, maintain 2400 or above until established on the localizer, cleared ILS runway 6 approach.
Plane is looking a bit seasick. Yeah, J Foot. I was chatting with Chemtrails about it, or him and I were texting about this airplane a little bit, and he said it seems pretty unstable in the yaw when it's in any kind of turbulence. Definitely seems like that is definitely the case.
080 at 10.
Whether that's from constant control movement, I don't know. Seems like it's fighting it.
Allegiant 932, expect ILS for approach.
Roger, Allegiant 932.
On 10.9, make sure, yeah, 10.9, cool. Runway elevation is 8, and length (1306). 131016.
Miami JetBlue 1033. Could we change to advise? You're just looking to get a nice shower in cruise.
JetBlue 1033, change to advisory 122.8.
Alright, 122.8. JetBlue 1033. Have a great day. Thanks.
You too. Allegiant 932, fly heading 220.
220 heading Allegiant 932.
American 2677, expect ILS 9er.
ILS 9er, American 2677.
FedEx 104 heavy, wind at 0, 9er 0 to 16, gust 22, runway 8 right, clear to land.
Runway right, clear to land for FedEx 104 heavy.
United 1819, descend by the Clement to arrival, Palm Beach lands east, altimeter 3015.
Send me the Clement to arrival, Palm Beach landing east, United 1819.
And United 1819, squawk 1642.
JetBlue has a shower on board.
1642, United 1819.
Delta 2507, wind at 090 to 16, gust 22, runway 9er, clear to land.
Clear land, runway 9er, Delta 2507. Yeah, it's FS Realistic Plus. I think it's kind of exaggerating the turbulence, maybe.
Bearings 164, Miami Center, squawk altitude dead.
Unfortunately, don't we have to turn the turb settings down for the PMDGs? Maybe. Probably, yeah, probably so. It always seems to be way more sensitive to turbulence than any other airplane. We're 12 miles out, let's go flaps 2.
Delta 1153, runway 6, cleared to land, wind 080 to 12, gust 190.
Yeah, I agree. Chase plane does do a good job with the turbulence. See if there's anything we can turn off.
Miami Center, try 21, check it in, start with your 9000 for 12000.
Try 2801 Miami Center, climb and maintain flight level 350.
Up 350, try 21.
See how that works.
American 361, next
That's
flight,
5.
approach.
Whoa, what was that again for American 361?
American 361, expect ILS 12 approach.
Expect one ILS 1 to approach American 361. I had runway 9 in. Is it okay if we can do runway 9 or do you want me to do 12?
12.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
Allegiant 932, turn right 350.
350, Allegiant 932.
Delta 1153, taxi via Foxtrot, Juliet Golf to the ramp. Yep.
Miami Center, good afternoon. 667, Miami, ready.
667 Golf Heavy, Miami Center, welcome. Advising of information, unit form, and let me know if you want to runway 8 right or 9er.
We have information, unit forward, we'd like to go for runway
1,000.
667 Golf, runway right, taxi via...
We are going to auto land this thing.
FedEx 104, taxi via Lima 2, cross A left at Lima 2.
Taxi Lima, runway 28, we're clear to cross it via Lima 2 for FedEx 104 heavy.
It's runway 8 left.
Not we got 8 left.
Allegiant 932, turn right to 060, join the local. Actually, fly heading off, are
Approaching
you turning to the localizer right now?
Started to turn out at 350, but no, not anymore.
Minimums.
Alright, make it a 030 heading to join.
030 to join
300.
localizer. Legion 932.
Look at that, guys. That is shit.
American 2677, cross Leggett 4000, clear to
Too
ILS
low,
9er.
terrain. Too low,
Leggett 4000,
terrain.
clear for the ILS 9er
Too
approach,
low,
American
terrain.
2677.
Too low, terrain.
Legion 982, 4
Too
miles,
low,
getting that
terrain.
zip
clear to
west.
ILS 4
Too
approach.
low, terrain. Too low,
Clear to ILS
terrain.
4 approach, Legion 932.
Too low,
south.
terrain. Too low, terrain. Too low, terrain. Too low, terrain. Too low,
Jetline
terrain.
1929, change advice to 128.
Was that for 1929?
Jetline 1929, change advisory.
Advisory for 1929.
Bearings 164, runway 10, taxi by Tango 7, Quebec to Juliet.
108 by Tango 7, Quebec and Juliet, Spirit 164.
Yeah. This airplane needs a little updating. There's some buggies worked out.
Miami United 1819, can we get the RNAV Zulu into Palm Beach?
United 1819, sure. And I'm assuming you want it from Sands.
Yeah, from Sands for 10 left would be great.
Yeah, United 1819, expect RNAV Zulu 10 left, clear to Sands, and at Palace discretion is going to maintain 4,000.
Alright, direct Sands, clear for the RNAV down to 4,000, United 1819.
You're not clear for the approach, just descend down to 4,000.
Alright, my apologies, down to 4,000, 1819.
Delta 2507, taxi via Tango Papa, cross runway 12 at Tango.
Tango, cross runway 30 at Tango, and then on Papa into the ramp for Delta 2507.
752, change to advisory 122.8.
Supervisor, Steven.
8OYs 24, change to advisory 122.8.
Advisor 122, decimal 8, feet forward 5. American 581, spot center, request taxi.
American 581, Miami Center, runway to right, taxi via Mike, advise when you have information, Victor.
We'll get Victor taxi right by Mike, American 581.
Southwest 1776, you're unreadable.
Not sure what the fuck's going on with that. The stupid jiggling.
Spirit 164, fully ready, 10 right.
Bearings 164 and Calypso, runway 10, clear for takeoff.
On off Calypso, 10, clear for takeoff, Spirit 164.
American 2677, window 090 at 15, gust 22, runway 9, clear to land.
Clear to land, runway 9er, American 2677.
American 361, you should be descending via the arrival.
Roger, American 361 was descending to 12,000 right now.
American 581 RNAV Waller, runway 8 right, clear for takeoff.
RNAV Waller, clear for takeoff, 8 right, to the American 581.
Shuttle 080, Miami Center, good afternoon. Request taxi with information uniform on board.
Shuttle 00, Miami Center, runway 8 right, taxi via Mike.
Via Mike, Shuttle 080.
Dude, this is gross. Oh shit! What the fuck? What the fuck? God, dude, I give up.
Allegiant 932, sorry about that. I totally forgot about you.
I give up on all this.
Taxi via Alpha Charlie, cross 183 at Charlie.
Alpha Charlie, cross 33 at Charlie. Now you're good. Appreciate you, Allegiant 932.
When I hit my beacon light? Yeah, I think I did bump it. Oh my god, that was mess. My headset keeps auto shutting down. It's part of why I went from this one to those in-ear ones that I have, what Nate likes to call my boomer mic, boomer headset, because this thing is fucked, more or less. So, I guess I'm going to go back to that. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I am hanging up my hat on the Flight Sim 4 today. This is... Ugh. So much of this is just so... it's just so messy. So many little issues. But we safely made it on the ground. Somehow. Definitely need maintenance look at this airplane. Indicate at 2.8. So that should be above 30 minutes.
American 581, radar contact, climb and maintain flight.
But nonetheless, it was a good time.
American 581, flying flight 200 past 2002.
I should have just stuck with Airbus. Went back to the Phoenix or FS Labs. If we stream tomorrow, that's what we'll do. We'll fly some. Probably fly FS Labs. We haven't flown that in a long, long time. Maybe do something different. Maybe a 777. Or maybe some backcountry bush flying. I don't know.
JetBlue 1439.
My headset died again.
Stand Foxtrot 7 across Pittsburgh. You're in the ramp, JetBlue. Call for taxi.
Anyways.
Shuttle 00 holding ship Mike.
I would say I hope y'all enjoyed the content, but it was pretty crappy content in my opinion. But I had a enjoyable time hanging out with you guys, and I got the FS Labs. I get awful performance. I don't know why. I don't know either. Callie like flies it every damn day. So yeah, maybe we'll check that out, and maybe we'll fly that tomorrow, or fly something else. We'll see. But anyways, appreciate you guys coming to hang out this afternoon. Like I said, for the kind of shitty, buggy content, but it is what it is, and we'll hope for a better technical day tomorrow. If we get to fly tomorrow, we are. But we'll see. And then I gotta hit the road late tomorrow night to head back to Atlanta. But hope you have a good rest of your night, and I will see y'all sometime soon. Until then, have a great night. Keep it on the wrong side. See ya.